afternoon to all defense officers and industry participants. My name is Dr. Muniswami Reddy, Chief Technical Officer. It is my great honor and privilege to be here today to represent Entremonde Polycoaters Limited. So today's topic is signature management products. So it's very interesting topic. So let's discuss about these products. Signature management products by Entremonde Polycoaters Limited, serving Indian defense since 1973. So this topic is signature management product. So I want to introduce about my company. So Entremonde Polycoaters Limited is a legacy of innovation in technical textile. So established in 1973, celebrates 50 years of excellence in the industry. So the company specializing in manufacturing of coated and laminated technical textiles, specifically for designed for the Indian and other country obligations. The company is proudly recognized as the first qualified Indian company to supply multispectral camouflage nets for Indian Army and Indian Air Force. We have successfully supplied 30,000 emission nets across 30 consignment, ensuring on-time delivery without single deviation. Entremonde has a completed in-house manufacturing capability for producing advanced signature management products. We can try to having developed more than 30 products for the Indian military applications, including multispectral camouflage nets, then the CBR and Mark IV, and aerostatic balloon for ADRDE, then multi-purpose ground seat for the Army. So Entremonde is the distinguished as the only Indian private company having testing capability for measuring the functional properties of the signature management product. In India, only two laboratories having this testing facility. One is DLJ Jodhpur, another is our private company is Entremonde Polycoaters Limited. So just I want to give this, what is the signature management? It's a very simple definition here. It is signature management is a set of techniques and practices utilized in military operations to reduce the contrast between target and background to its make harder to enemy sensor to detect. The goal of signature management is survivability and effectiveness of the military process by minimizing their various signatures across electromagnetic spectrum, including visual, near infrared, SWR, thermal infrared, and radar. So these signatures can be reduced for the military equipment by applying like the camouflage nets, radar paints, thermal paints, then so we can use also camouflage stickers also. All these products using, we can reduce the signature of the equipment. Similarly, you can reduce the signature of the soldiers. So there is a products like the ghillie suit, sniper tent. These are all using, we can reduce the signature of the soldiers. So Entremonde is manufacturing signature management for both equipment and personnel. Now, so I would like to discuss first what are the signature management we are manufacturing for the equipment. Two type of multispectral camouflage nets we are manufacturing for the equipment. That is called this 3D, three-dimensional camouflage net and two-dimensional camouflage net. We will discuss about the difference between 2D and 3D in coming slides. These nets are, these camouflage nets only for the static application. These nets are applied only static equipments, the stationary vehicles, they can use these two nets. But latest technology, suppose if you want to protect the vehicle while moving, so there is the developed product is multispectral camouflage system for the moving vehicle, that is called the mobile camo system. Similarly, there is one interest product, peelable camo stickers. So about these peelable stickers, we can discuss detail in coming slides. See, now three-dimensional camouflage structure and then two-dimensional camo nets. So first I want to explain about the 3D. 3D net is developed in the way back in 1970. The construction of 3D nets is having the multi-layer. They are having the two layers. A top layer is C-cut incised fabric stitched with the bottom layer of another fabric, so that it is the multi-layer fabric. The advantages of this 3D net is it will merge with the woodland, because C-cutting incised fabric, it mimic the woodland structure. So that's why it will merge with the, very easily merge with the woodland structure. So there is a major disadvantage here. It is the 3D. It is multi-layer. It is weight is slightly higher. Then major disadvantage of 3D camouflage net is non-reversible. So this is only, you can use only one terrain. It is not reversible. So again, the because of the C-cutting structure, they stuck to the vehicles while deploying the process. So deployment also is difficult for 3D nets. So compared to that 2D is the very latest technology. So many countries have adopted this 2D technology, 2D camouflage net. The advantage of 2D net is lighter in weight. Then deployment also is very easy. So major advantage is it's reversible. So we can use for the single net for the two terrains like desert and semi-desert, plain and jungle. So the net can be used for the multi-terrains. See, the major technical advantages 2D is maximum the radar scattering property, then absorption is very less. But whereas in the 3D net, it will absorb the more radars and scatter is very less. So Entremonde is supplying the accessories along with the each emission equipment. So here is telescopic poles. So we are supplying the telescopic poles. The telescopic poles are made up of FRP, lightweight FRP. It will extend it up to 5 meters, so that we can adjust any height for deploying this net on the vehicle. At the same time, these poles are utilized for the safe disruption purpose. So if you want, otherwise the net will be reveal the vehicle if you cannot use these telescopic poles. In addition to that, so we are also supplying the ground fakes for fixing the net to ground. Then along with this, we are supplying the repair kit also. In the repair kit, we have supplying the repair kit fabric. So whenever, suppose in any field, suppose is there any tear or something happens, you can tear the, you can repair the tears by using the repair kit. See, this is most important slide. So everybody has to understand very clearly. See, I am talking of the signatures. So emission we are using for reducing the signature of the military vehicles and personals. See, one is the visual signature. Suppose how to reduce the contrast between vehicle and background. So in visually carefully selection of the colors. Like in jungle air, we can have to select this brown color and green color. The careful selection of colors and color pattern and pattern size, so that it will merge with the terrain by selection of the visual colors. So this is everybody can make easily by printing the colors to match the visual terrain. So generally the Indian military, they are using the jute net by using the visual camouflage net. So there is no any other protection properties. Coming to the night vision, now we have the, by applying the different colors, you are matching your vehicle with the background visually. But latest technologies, many companies are developing night vision cameras. Suppose if you can see the equipment by using night vision cameras, so then we can easily detect the target. If you can see the picture night vision, so that color intention is very high. Suppose if you cannot use the right color reflection on the fabric. Suppose you are already using the color for matching the visually, that is very good, so it is visually matched. But in night vision, the contrast has to be reduced by selecting the right color as well as reflection of the color also. Suppose in the jungle, there is a green terrain is very high, so that you have to select the what is the green color reflection. Same reflection you have to maintain on the fabric. So then only it will merge with the terrain when you see the night vision goggles. So this is called, so many people are asking a synthetic camouflage net. Synthetic camouflage net only cover the visual property, then IRR nets. So in Indian defense, there are using three varieties of net. One is the synthetic camouflage net, IRR net. So IR net is protect from visual and night vision. So coming to the multispectral, how to protect the multispectral properties. This is a major threat. Why I am calling the major threat is visual and night vision. These are the long range threats. So no enemy come to very closer to 1 meter or 70 meter. So visual will be tested at around 750 meters. Night vision maybe 300 meters. So that enemy cannot come to this much closer to detect your target. So major threat is thermal and radar. So in thermal, how to reduce the thermal signature is very important. This is a long range threat, so that enemy can detect this thermal signature from kilometers also. For reducing this thermal signature, so you have to reduce the thermal contrast between the surrounding and your heated vehicle. So vehicles will be painted with a different color of paints, so that this is a high emissive paint because of the solar radiation. So vehicle will become heat. Otherwise, so in running condition, so bonnet will give the heat radiation. So that radiation can be detected by the FLIR cameras. So for avoiding this, so so we are supplying the multispectral camouflage net by using the low emissivity paints for suppressing the heat. Similarly, so this is another major property. This is radar. So how to reduce the radar cross section by using this fabric. Here's particularly for the radar cross-section reduction, so we have to use the radar scattering material or radar absorption material on the fabric. See, this is not the simple fabric for using protection of military equipment or personals. This is very complicated technology. This is involving in physics, electronics, and chemistry also. So the single layer fabric has to be protect all these properties. See, similarly, in UV region, so UV, so many people are supplying the white color. So visually it will match. You can see these nets, both are in white, so it will, if you can deploy in snow terrain area, it will match with the terrain, so there is no any issue on the visual print. Suppose if enemy will see these nets by using the UV sensors, so definitely they will identify the target. So I don't know, so how in Indian defense they are using UV sensors or UV nets. See, this is the electromagnetic spectrum. So our MSCN will be protect entire spectrum of this electromagnetic spectrum. So visual spectrum is generally is 400 to 700 nanometer. So human eye can be detect these targets. Then ultraviolet light. So ultraviolet light, this frequency range is 200 to 400 nanometer. So near infrared, so there is a night vision goggles will be checked for identifying the target. This is generally night vision goggles will be operated in this frequency. Then coming to the thermal infrared is 3 to 5 and 8 to 12 micrometer. So the radiation of the vehicle will be operated in these two frequencies. Radar. So radars in 1 to 100 gigahertz is operating equipments are using 1 to 100 gigahertz for detecting the targets. So here is electromagnetic spectrum again. So I want to again to explain what is the importance of the signature management products. Here, if you can see in jungle, all are is in vegetation. So the vegetation is natural vegetation. So they have some specific reflection. Like, so this is a chlorophyll absorption curve. So if you can see this chlorophyll absorption curve, there is a specific reflection is there on the natural leaves. So if we want to meet the exactly natural terrain, selection of pigment also is most important. So based on the natural reflection, like sand color also having the different reflection, similarly snow also having the different reflection, different frequency. So based on the surrounding terrain reflections, we have to adapt to on the fabric, so that then only it will protect from the various sensors. Even radar also, radar is so, in my previous slide I have mentioned 1 to 100 gigahertz. So generally it is not like that. So there is a specific frequencies will be used for detecting the radar sensors, like X band, then K band and W band. So these are the critical frequencies. So it will atmospheric transparent, so that it will travel many kilometers. So remaining other frequencies, like, so if you can see 18 to 35, this is all the low energy frequencies, so that it will absorb the environment, so that is not important. So many people are thinking that, so I want the report 1 to 100 gigahertz. So 1 to 100 gigahertz, they haven't mentioned the range, but protection is only for specific frequencies. So now this mobile camo system. So while moving, how to protect this military equipment. So we are manufacturing mobile camo pads, so that these pads are made up of different fabrics, like, so we are using radar absorbing fabric, then a thermal suppressing layer, heat reflecting layer. So there is a thickness of this layer is about 1 centimeter. So we are using the special velcros so stick onto the vehicle, so that while moving, so it will protect these military vehicles. Suppose if you can see these panels, so when you apply on the heated surface, so the temperature radiation will be drastically reduced. If you can see the picture, so we have made one prototype sample in our company by using the heated vehicle. So by applying these panels, we can reduce the temperature. If you can see, the 42 degrees centigrade of the vehicle temperature suppressed up to 26 degrees centigrade. So it is almost 15 degrees centigrade suppressed by these panels. So that if you can use these panels on moving vehicles, so your radar threats and heat suppression will be happen, so that nobody can detect your vehicle. So now see this very interesting product we are developed and supplied. This is removable camo stickers. Suppose you, for reducing your inventory, suppose you have the desert terrain vehicles, or desert jungle terrain vehicles. Suppose if you want to move tactically, immediately you have to move the other terrain. So by using these camo stickers on the vehicle, so that you can operate from one terrain to another terrain. So this is very easy. And then after your operation, then you can remove the sticker very easily. It is a pressure sensitive camouflage stickers. So this we can reduce the price, and then we can reduce the inventory for the multi-terrain. So we are also manufacturing camouflage paints, particularly for the radar absorption paints, thermal paints, solar reflective paints, visual and IR paints. So easy peelable camouflage paints also. So I discussed only about peelable camo stickers. We are also supplying peelable paints also. So suppose if you want to apply paints by using aerogel paints, so you can apply on the vehicle, so that you can make it a camouflage as per your terrain. After operations, then you can remove the layer, so there is no any damage on your original color. So similarly, so we are also manufacturing camouflage equipments for the personals. For personals, we are making the ghillie suit, sniper tent, multi-purpose ponchos. See how it will suppress the heat radiation of the soldiers. These suits are light in weight, so around 2.5 kg. It is very breathable, flame resistance. So the soldiers can easily use this, because it is a very high breathable fabric. It is a porous fabric. So then again, it will suppress both radar and thermal properties. So again, this is, you can see the ghillie suit for the snow terrain. So here also, if you can see that signature. So if you are not you are using the UV reflected suit, so you can identify easily target. So now you can see the video, so how these ghillie suit are effectively merged with the terrain. So, but nobody can detect the soldiers if you can use this ghillie suit. Then similarly, we are manufacturing sniper tents for 1 person and 2 persons. This is also protect personals from radar and thermal. So again, we are manufacturing multi-purpose poncho. These ponchos, again, it will protect all signatures, but it can be used as a ground seat. So you can use as a stretcher also. You can use as a small tent also. This is a multi-purpose poncho. So now these are all what we are discussed is already we are existing product, already we are supplying to Indian and overseas army. So now we are working on the next generation signature management products. Like you can see, this is MSN products again. So last time what we have discussed, this is 3D and 2D, the static camouflage net. So the disadvantage of 2D, 3D camouflage net is, so we are using printed, this is the standard printed and standard colors. So we cannot adapt to each and every terrain. So now we thought that we have to make the semi-adaptive multispectral camouflage net for the Indian soldiers. Here, by using some different colors with safe retainable patches. Suppose if you can use these patches on the multispectral camouflage net, so that it will give the better signature compared to existing camouflage nets. Then similarly, this advantage of this next generation multispectral camouflage net is, if you can see the thermal signature, so it will give the 3D structure property. Even though it is the 2D fabric, because of this low emissivity extra patches, it is giving the 3D effect, so that it will very good merge with your target with the surroundings. So this is the one product we are developing, so very soon we will launch this product in military. So again, safe destructive personal hide. So we are also manufacturing the innovative product. This is the safe destructive or safe retainable blanket, so that we can use this product for hiding the persons immediately. So this is a very lightweight blanket, like we can say the sheet also. So you can, whenever you want, so you can use this sheet, then we can protect from the all threats like thermal and then radars. Right. Now we are recently developed one project with the collaboration with the DRDO. This is completely innovative product. It is adaptive camo system. This adaptive camo system, it is, suppose in static, we cannot change the color, we cannot change the pattern, so that this is a fixed color and fixed pattern. But in this adaptive technology, you can use this heating panels and cooling, passive cooling system. So wherever you travel this vehicle, it will capture the radiation of the surrounding, then it will give the signal to these panels. So based on the outside radiation, it will display on the vehicle surface. So that if you go jungle, it will take the radiation and give the same signature in the jungle. It will go same vehicle if you go for the desert, so that it will capture the high radiation and then it will give the high temperature and desert. So this is completely adaptive technology. It is, I think, it is in a development in stage. So this technology is very useful for the Indian Army. So we can reduce the inventory also, so that it will exactly match the terrain. This is one more interesting new development is decoys. So this is futuristic development. So many countries are using the decoys. Even Ukraine and Russia are also many decoys are using for misleading the enemy. So we are also manufacturing decoy with signature. If we can simulate decoy as a original tank, so that we can mislead the enemy. So if you can see, we are also using a radar reflective layer in the decoy, and similarly we are using some heating system for generating the heat, so that this decoy will give the all original properties. See, what is the potential of decoys with the signature? So it is the dual purpose. So one is misleading the enemy. So deception at a fraction of the cost, because the cost is very less, but we can mislead the enemy. Then again, the same device we can use for the training of the soldiers also. The potential is a serious inquiries worldwide we are getting for this decoy requirement. So Entremonde can make decoys with a signature. Actually, is for making this product success, we are looking support from the defense, because if we want to make decoys with original signature, so we need support from the DRDO as well as Indian Army, because for making the original signatures, we want the signature from the defense. Then only we can make the exactly similar signature decoys, because we don't know. So in 24 hours, so where is the temperature is coming, so where we have to maintain the same radiation in the vehicle. So that data is most important. So we are also working in the artificial trees, so that if you can see the artificial trees, so it will work many areas. So suppose there is artificial tree, but in your camps there is no trees. So that if you can use this artificial trees, so it will match with the surrounding trees. So we are manufacturing artificials. If you can see, it is very clearly matching with the night vision or spectral images also. Suppose the visual color is very green, when you see the thermal, when you see night vision, it will match with the pink color. So there is no any very difference in natural and then synthetic tree. So even also thermal signature, if you can see the developed tree, so in thermal also it will give matching with the surrounding. So what DRDO supports, what we are expecting from DRDO. So DRDO is initiated trusted industrial partnership with Entremonde. So facilitated development of electronic warfare capabilities, enhancement of signature management technology. So we are also working the giant development project with the DRDO. So we are also taking some TOTs from DRDO. Similarly, DRDO is providing his state-of-the-art testing facility for measuring signature management product testing. Because in India, so there is no any testing laboratory for measuring this thermal signature. Only DLJ having this complete setup for measuring the signature management product testing. So see, quality is our best practice. So EP has set up world-class laboratory for testing of all functional parameters of signature management. So we have spent almost 5 crores for this laboratory. So there is no any private company in India having this testing facilities, because we won this MSCN order in 2020 to supply Indian Army Air Force, so that we have established complete testing laboratory so in our company. So quality assurance starts from raw material inspection, test, then again, so we are also maintaining the quality in process, and finally we are doing the FG quality control also. The quality control department is under senior manager, so having the team of 20 qualified technicians who work in the laboratory and shop floor. So we are also maintaining SOPs, because our company is IS 9000 company. We are maintaining all SOPs for manufacturing camouflage nets. We are also tested our product in NABL laboratory. So global explorers. So we already supplied 30,000 of MSCN equipments for Indian Army and Air Force. At the same time, we are also exported our MSCN equipment friendly countries like UAE and Saudi. So we are also given some samples to European countries. Then some are in tendering stage. This is our infrastructure. So we have the capability to manufacturing at 3 lakh square meter per month of MSCN products. We have the 2 coating lines at the width of 2 meter. Then again, we have also lamination setup. We have in-house printing facility. We can also fabricate nets in our own. So the strength of the company is around 350 persons. So essence for our defense ministry, because we are also as facing the problem. So the more important is that chiefs for the introducing Atmanirbhar Bharat as foresight policy. Quality deserves the highest priority in procurement, like in other European countries. Capacity verification of vendors will ensure the manufacturing sector in India gets a boost and envisage an Atmanirbhar Bharat. The emphasis on indigenous technology will further the cause of Atmanirbhar Bharat. As MSCN and allied products have multi-stage process, huge storage space is required for material and finished storage. So it will help to have quick rounds of inspection, and smaller lots acceptance is most important, because these are the bulky items, so that if the agency or QA agency, it will take time at least 15 days to 20 days for clearing the consignment, so that it is very difficult to maintain the space for this type of equipment. So that my request to Indian Defence is, please make the inspection rounds are very quickly, every 10 days, so one consignment has to be go. So it will make help to the product will be dispatched very quickly to the soldiers. You see, here is the pain area needing attention from the Indian government. Yeah, signature management products are critical for production. The highest standards of specification must be demanded and adhered to. Whereas a wide vendor base is desirable, there is unlimited capacity created exclusively for the signature management, which puts an unburden for the industry. So last time we received around 30,000 nets for the Indian Defence, but now there is no any tender. We have established a huge setup for manufacturing this MSCN equipment. Trials for new products under development must be encouraged by the facilitating the deployment and existing military equipment. See, we are manufacturing very interested or very innovative product, but until unless if you could test it in the at army, then only we can get the good results, so that results we can show in other countries also, then only they can believe it. Because the disadvantage is we are manufacturing, but testing facility and field trials is most important. So we are requesting this government, please make the provision for doing the NC trials of innovative products. So similarly, the prime focus of signature management being protection of sensitive equipments and soldiers' lives. Quality adherence is most important. But recently, so they all signature management products are buying from GEM tender. There is a reverse action, you know it. The reverse action process, when applied to the critical defense stores, defies the quality objective. So that is the most dangerous thing here. It is many people, so without having any traders also is participating in this spoiling this quality of the product. So industry defense partnerships. Defense Partnership Day is a great platform so for communication between the industry and defense. So really thanks for conducting this Defense Partnership Days. So organizations like SIDM, FICCI and the likes are very encouraging. Defense establishment give industry a very patient and empathetic hearing, but policy changes are difficult to come by. The attitude is right. The time taken is far too long. Certain policy changes will speed up Atmanirbhar Bharat and make us export surplus in the field of technical textile. So this is our plant. Thank you so much for patience by hearing this. So if you have any doubts or any queries, so that you can directly contact me or you can send a mail for this. Thank you so much. Thank you.